is Suchi, and today I am gonna show you how to protect your Excel sheet. Imagine you are working in a shared environment and you are keeping your Excel, but now you don't want everyone to see that data inside your Excel. You want to protect your data from anyone access, and you want to give the access to some limited number of user or limited number of people. So how you can do that? Or maybe you want everyone to see that data, but you want a limited number of people to be able to edit that data so that nobody can tamper with the data or unintentionally or accidentally end up editing something. So how you can do that? Let me show you. Let me open a new Excel sheet. And when we are going to save it, we can use save as. Select the folder where you want to save it. Give a name. Now, here you can see this tools option. So if you click on this tools, you can see this general option. Once we click here, it will give us this dialog box where it is asking password to open if we want to save any, set any open password. So any user who is trying to open that Excel sheet, they have to know this password. And if we don't want to set a password for opening, I want everyone to be able to open, but I don't want everyone to be able to modify. Then I can also set just the modify password. And even I can save the both of the passwords. And then there is also one more option, that is read only recommended. So sometimes we download any Excel and it shows that you want to edit it or not. So it is actually opened in a read only mode, and then it is adding that option to be able to edit. So that is also possible to be done. So let us set both the passwords. Let me give it 1234 and 12345 6 here. Let's say OK. So it will ask for confirmation. It is re-enter password to proceed. This is the password for opening. So I will say 1234 here. Then it will ask for the modify password. So I will say 123456 and done. So you can save it. It's saved now. Let us check. Okay. So if we are trying to open this, it is asking for the password. So let me enter the password for opening. I can also open it in read-only mode. Otherwise, I can, if I have the password, then I can give this password and I can say OK. So let's say I am trying this read-only mode, how it will look like. See, this is showing it is a read-only mode. And if I'm trying to write anything, it will let me write. But the thing is, it will not let me add new sheet, but it is allowing me to write. But when I'm going to save it, it will tell me we cannot save the changes. So if I want to save it, I can save a copy of this in a different location, but I can't save these changes. Okay. So this is the read-only mode. Don't save. Let me open the editable mode now. So I'll say 1234, this is opening password, then I will say 123456 and then OK. So now if I'm trying to write something and saving it, it got saved without asking for anything. So if I will cross, you can see nothing to save. So it got saved. If I open it again, let's say in the editable mode itself, so I can see the changes I had made. So that got saved. And in the editable mode, I can also add sheets here. Now let's say I want I don't want to save this Excel sheet in protected mode, or maybe if I am giving the edit permission also, I want to protect some of the sheets and I don't want those to be editable by anyone, or the ones who have the third level of password. Let me rename it to region. This might be countries. Let me take some data from here to make it more meaningful. User ID, name, region, country. And I want the regions and countries should be taken from these two sheets, and this should not be modified by any user. User should modify this sheet only. So what I can do is, and I know there are only this number of users. Okay, I want the user to be able to fill this sheet only. That too, these cells will have the validation. So I'll go to data, I'll add the validation, not any value, it is a list from this region field. And I'll say okay. So user can only select any of these regions. Okay. Then for country also I will do the same thing, and user can select from any of the countries in the list. Now let me save this. Now as you can see, in the editable mode, as a user I can change these values. But I want to protect this sheet even in the editable mode also. If it is not a protected Excel, I can also protect a particular sheet from being tampered by the user. So how I can do that? Simplest way, we can go from here, and here you can see this protect sheet option. So if we click on protect sheet, it asks to set some password to unprotect the sheet. So if someone knows the password, they can only unprotect it and then edit it. So let me set 123 here, and here you can specify what are the permissions you want to give to the user who does not have the password. So if I want the user only be able to select and nothing else if they don't have the password, so I will press OK. It will ask me the password again. I have put 123, so I will re-enter and OK. So now if you see, these sheets are there, but if I double click on it or I want to edit it, it is not allowing me. If I right click on it, it is not giving me the options to format cells, link or anything. These options you can see, these are disabled. I can copy it, but I don't have paste option also. So these options, filter options, sort options, everything is disabled here. Clear content is also not allowed. So this sheet is protected. But here if you go to this sheet, this is not yet protected. Let us check other options as well. So what we can do, we will protect this sheet as well. But this time we will not restrict everything. I am giving this password 789 and I'll give some of the options here. Let's say, let me give this option, format cells. Let me allow them to format the cells. Okay. Press OK. Now, if you can see, if I double click, it will restrict me to do so. But if I go here, this format cells option is not, it is not disabled. So I can format this cell. Let me change the color, right? So this is giving me the format cell option. Now if we go to the region one, we can't do these things as well. But here we can do. Okay. Let me undo this. So this is how we can protect the Excel sheet. Now, if I want to protect this as well, but I just want to protect this part, and I don't want to protect these parts. So these will be editable and the user ID will be non-editable, and the headers also. So how I can do that? There is one option in Format Cells tab. Let me show you. So let's say if I right click on this and I go to Format Cells, do you see this protection option? So if we go to this protection option, it is showing locked, hidden, these two options, and locking cells or hiding formulas has no effect until you protect the worksheet. Look into this option. Locked is selected by default. So basically what it says is this cell will be locked when the sheet is protected. But if I uncheck this box and I say OK, and then I protect this sheet, right now you can see that lock does not have any effect. But if I protect this sheet, let's say I'm protecting this, and now if I try to edit these cells, it will restrict me. But if I try to edit this cell, it is not restricting me because I have unchecked the locked option. But now you will say, I want to lock these cells and I don't want to lock the rest. How I can do that? Or maybe I don't want to lock only these cells. So now you will say that I want these cells to be editable and all other cells should be locked. So how we can do that? Let me first unprotect the sheet with our password, and now what we can do is this cell, let me revert back the locked option, and let me also show you one thing. Let me add a random column so that I can show you how we can use that hidden option as well. Some formula I'm adding. Now, if I want to allow the user to edit these cells, what I have to do? I have to go to the format cells again. I'll go to the protection. I'll uncheck this locked option. I'll say OK. And for the hidden option. So hidden option, how it works, I will show you. Let me select half of it till 7 and make it hidden. So hidden will also work in protected mode. Now we are good to protect this cell. Let me protect it. Protect the whole sheet. Re-enter the password. Now if I click on this cell, it is protected. This is also protected. I can't change anything here. I can't change anything here. Or maybe here. I can't change. But these cells I can change. right? So this cell can be changed. These are giving me the edit option. Now let's look into the hidden part. So as we did, we have hidden this 0 to this 1 to 7. So what happens? The value is still visible, but when we click on it, here in this formula bar, we should see the formula, but the formula is hidden. If we click here, the formula is visible. If we click here, the formula is visible, but if we click here, it is not visible. So this is the functionality of hidden flag. So that's it for today.